So, she's sending fiends.
It comes.
It. Looks quite threatening. I mean, I suppose it is quite threatening, but still. He doesn't have any particular elemental weaknesses or strength or anything. You know, everything just normal, does normal damage. I don't know if like non-elemental or elemental does like any different with regards to that. But I think it's got quite high defense, so. Oh god damn it! I will. I'll just have to remedy him. No one's got. Yeah, this is cursed. It's not. Yeah, so I can't use those. I think Dark Buster does work. Yeah, he's not immune, but it is. Yeah, it generally won't work, but it's not immune. Oh, you can't use that again, of course. Shouldn't forget so quickly. And now our armor break, yeah. Because obviously this is not the amount of damage I should be doing. I'm not sure what removes curse. That's a decent amount of damage. Yeah, that's like a sometimes counter. Actually isn't. Oh, okay, that's it. Mental break. Is that? Yeah, that's actually magic defense. That's useless. I didn't need to do that. So unfortunate bosses can't be captured.
Hey, can't we rest a little?
No need. We reach the summit soon.
I know. That's why I want to stop for a bit. Soon means that there's not much time left.
Also, I'm pretty sure we're actually at the top here. I think we immediately go down from here.
Fine. I'll think on the way.
Hey, come on, let's go.
We are. We're almost there, aren't we?
We've come a long way.
What's so funny?
Your
You
face.
remind me of myself.
Aha.
Before, the closer I came to Xanarkand, the more I wondered. When we arrive, Braska will call the final Aeon. He will fight Sin, then die. I thought my mind was made up long before. But when I stood here, my resolve wavered.
Never would have figured. Legendary Guardians choke sometimes too, huh?
He wasn't a legendary guardian then.
Legendary Guardian? I was just a boy. A boy about your age, actually. I wanted to change the world too. But I changed nothing.
I think Orin does look quite old for being
That is
like
my
35. Because he's got like greying hair and stuff. Not that some people, I mean some people's hair does like grey early, but So do we go down or up? I suppose this is going up, yeah. And there.
A city dead for 1,000 years.
And that was a bit weird.
A city I had to see with my own eyes. The end of Yuna's journey.
Or is it just the beginning? Well, the answer to that would
The
be no.
last chapter in my story.
Because that wouldn't make any damn sense. How would it be the beginning? We've already...
My thoughts, they kept
The beginning would
floating
decide.
up and then slipping through my fingers. Slipping away before I could pin them down with words.
Yuna, I say no. If we go down there, then you'll...
Riku, you're a true friend, and I thank you, but I must go. Down to Samarkand.
I'm not saying we shouldn't go. But shouldn't we think about it some more? There's gotta be some kind of way we can save you, Yuna!
All my life, I knew this moment would come.
Uni...
Thank you, Riku. Thank you for everything.
Why does she just hide so many spheres?
Don't say that, Uni. It's not over yet.
It's not over yet. What was that? Like,
Just sit.
Volgan? I think it was Volgan.
No. You can tell him yourself.
Please.
Uni, don't say that because we're gonna see each other again, okay?
Kimari, let's go.
Orin's lagging behind, but then not as much as Tidus is. I don't think this is how those spheres are supposed to work.
Sir Orin, Kimari told me, when my father wanted me taken from Bavel to Besaid, it was you who told Kimari, right? I had always wanted to meet you someday. I am truly glad that I had that chance. Having you as a guardian was so great an honor. I don't know how to thank you. Perhaps if I defeat Sin, that will be my thanks to you. That's what I'll do. Yes. I will challenge Sin. I will defeat Sin. If you are all there watching this, then I guess Sin is already gone. And so am I. I suppose. Anyway, I just wanted to say, Sir Orin, I thank you. Kimari, do you remember the first day we met? I was only 7. My father had defeated sin, and all Pavel was celebrating. Everyone was saying what a hero my father was. I was so happy. But when night came, it occurred to me. My father had defeated sin, and now he was dead. Now I was all alone. I couldn't sleep. So I wandered into the town, away from the celebrating crowds. I stood on the bridge in Bavel, where my father and I had parted. Standing there, alone, I could see the fields where he had fought sin. Then, you appeared, Kimari.
Just like you're doing here.
You said you were looking for the daughter of Braska, remember? At first, I was so scared. Until I realized what a gentle person you are.
She struggled to say person.
You weren't used to talking to children.
Clearly she thinks that
When
he's
I
subhuman.
told you that I was Braska's daughter, you said you would take me as far from Pavel as you could. That it was the wish of a man facing death. I think I cried then. Because that was when I knew my father was dead. And I would never see him again. You just held me, without saying a word. I cried after we got to Besaid, too. When you tried to go, after leaving me in the care of the temple, I held on to you crying, "Don't go, don't go!" And you listened, Kimari. You stayed. Kimari,
So he was gonna go,
you.
then she said don't go, and so he stayed for 10 years.
Thank you so much. And I've always liked your broken horn. Waka, Lulu. I'll never forget my days spent with you, growing up in Besaid. We always played together, us and Chapu. That's why I was always so happy, I think. And when you refused to let me become a summoner, and I did it anyway, I'm sorry. I've always wanted to apologize. You know, when you tried to stop me then, really, I was happy. I could tell you really cared about me. You were like my big brother and sister. No, I think you really were my big brother and sister. What else? I love watching you play blitzball, Waka. I even love it when you scold me, Lulu. Really. I guess that leaves the newest guardian.
Again, doesn't refer to him by name.
Xanarkand Ames. You are.
Because you can actually change his name.
I am. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad that we met.
For some reason, only Yuna's seems to massively desync. I don't know, weird. Not sure why.
We haven't even known each other that long, but it's funny. So this is what it feels like. It's a much more wonderful feeling than anything I had ever imagined. Wonderful. But it hurts sometimes. I wonder.
She's saying that she loves him.
I just want to say thank you for everything. Maybe
Of course, more time's passed. Oh, probably quite a lot more time. I'm not really sure about like
when I think about us
how
never
long
being
has actually
together again
passed
at all.
and when it passed, but certainly much more time has passed since then than when they met until then.
No, I shouldn't say that. I'll do that part over.
I'm not sure how the recording functionality works in these spheres, because it just looks like a sphere, which has no buttons or anything. Like, I don't know how you point it, I don't know how... Yeah. The whole thing's a mystery. And so this is the summit. And then we start going down. Well, of course, there's a summit on the path. It's not really the summit, because obviously you can see I'm sort of walking right next to cliffs. Also, Mount Gagazet ends up somehow being not very fucking tall. It's like the biggest mountain, but actually, if you sort of like estimated the heights of stuff in comparison, say like Tidus's height, I don't know, it's probably a couple of 100 feet tall or something stupid. I'm guessing that was a bit of a teleport because, yeah, that wouldn't have made any sense. And so, we are brought to the beginning of the game. Well, not really. Well, actually, I suppose it was the beginning of the game and the title screen. Well, not the title screen, but the sort of thing that loads before you actually press start. Over there in the background, that is one absolutely massive sword that is impaled in the ground. Who the hell used that sword? It's like 40 feet long, maybe. And there's like quite a lot of them. They've just sat down to refill their flasks by the fire.
Listen to my story. This may be our last chance.
And so, at various points, Titus sort of plays as a narrator to his own story, and that was presumably when he was narrating from the perspective of, and from now on, it's no longer retrospective. This is now actually the present, or something weird.
Hey, there was more, right? I mean, like that time. Anyone?
What?
I think
Yes?
that we should stop. Maybe. For now.
Let's go.
You just said we should stop, and also in the background Riku just running around like crazy. And so this music, as far as I remember, plays even through the battles right now. And I think if you come back here later it doesn't, but yeah, like, this just stays on.